Wow, it's so good to see you guys out here today. My name is Andre Russell from 102.3 KJLH. We are Stevie Wonder's radio station, yeah. And I host a show on Sunday, if you've heard it, called Spread the Word. So I appreciate you guys being here today. Thanks for rolling with a brother, all right? Now, here today to welcome you is the 27th annual KJLH Proven Achievers Luncheon. Each year during Black History Month, KJLH identifies and honors individuals from a wide variety of disciplines, positions, and circumstances. Today we have a group of extraordinary individuals that we're proud to celebrate. And during the month of February, you've heard their stories on KJLH, on our app, on the radio. You've heard their bios and seen them on their website. And they've shared all their own words and their visions in their own words. Now, our 2024 Proven Achievers honors and celebrates these 6 individuals who are living testaments of what hard work, tenacity, and big dreams and grace will allow you to achieve. Hopefully, to our younger audience, you'll be inspired and perhaps dream bigger dreams because of some of the things you'll see and hear on this stage today. We appreciate you for your grace and grit, and our 6 honorees are amazing today, all right? Let's take a moment to salute our 2023 Proven Achievers, and you'll see a splash come up on the video boards, all right? Dr. Thomas A. Parham, President, Cal State University, Dominguez Hills. Andrea Collins, Vice President, Financial Consultant for Charles Schwab. Jonathan Franklin, Director of Social Justice, L.A. Rams. Cynthia Mitchell Hurd, President, CEO of the Urban League of Los Angeles. Michael Koger, Producer, Director, Backstage Lakers. And Lena Michelle Mora, a.k.a. MC Light, entrepreneur, actress, and of course, hip-hop artist. Now, you'll hear more about our amazing honorees as the program proceeds. However, I'm so excited, and I want to acknowledge them and get this program kicked off in the right way. We appreciate you guys being here today in beautiful Marina Del Rey. What do you think of the view? You guys like the view? Please allow me a moment to thank our corporate sponsors for today's event. Of course, Big Al Insurance, Big Al, and City National Bank. And also, thanks to all of you that bought a table or an ad. We appreciate you so much at KJLH. All right, so proven achievers, some prior proven achievers are in the room. We want to salute you as well. If you've won an award before, or if you've been a proven achiever, wave your hands. Any of the previous winners are here today? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here today. And of course, I want to salute all of my KJLH colleagues that are here, and there are a lot of them, and they're going to get mad for me saluting them, but they are here and they work so hard. Like our Vice President, General Manager, Karen Slade. There she is back there. She works so hard and diligently putting this together. Our Program Director, the one and only Chris Malone. Where's Chris? Chris Malone. Bobo from the Steve Harvey Morning Show is in the room. There's Bobo back in the back. Our great engineer, Tim Koza, is here. There's Tim back there waving. Maya Hassan on one of the cameras and production back there. Also the KJLH production department. Alex Sanders on camera over here. Biggest Laker fan in the world, by the way. Okay? Her heart stopped when she saw James Worthy come in. Kim Hardy in the room. Kim. Also Tracy Brown. Our sales manager, the man, the one and only, Ron Turner. Also from the KJLH sales department, Cynthia Mayweather. Our wonderful production director, the voice of KJLH, Mike Mann. There's Mike. Our promotions director, she might be in the lobby, Shanice Johnson is here. From the KJLH street team, Jason Tillman. From the KJLH sales staff, Rochelle Lucas is here. Also from sales, Thomas Owens. Langston is in the building somewhere, a.k.a. Stretch. Amaya, I saw Amaya somewhere, also from the KJLH sales team. Rod Edwards from the KJLH sales team. Loretta Roberts from the KJLH sales team. Also recognizing David Hernandez, who's in the room. I saw David somewhere. David Hernandez is here. And did I leave anybody off? Did I leave? This guy who does a show on Saturdays on the radio. Guy Black is in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Guy Black from the Battle Royale is here. So before we break bread and lunch is served, let's take a moment to give thanks for this beautiful celebration of black excellence in this beautiful Bayview room here at the Marriott, here in Marina Del Rey, and here to offer the invocation and blessings of our meal. Please welcome, and you see this brother on TBN, the pastor of Church of the Anointing, Pastor Nelson Uguzor.
Good morning or afternoon to everybody. It is a blessing to be here. Could you please hold somebody's hand and tell them that it's a pleasure to meet you? Turn around to somebody else and tell them it's a pleasure to meet you here. Make some noise in the room. It is a blessing to make some noise. I want to take a moment as I pray for the meal to thank God for my friend Stevie Wonder. I thank God for the radio station KJLH. Don't we need KJLH in the community? Come on, give God some praise for KJLH, Karen Slade, Andre, and the entire management of this great station. It is a blessing to be here today to join and to celebrate each and every one of you in your accomplishments. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for this moment. We thank you for this hour, for the men and women who have gathered here at this moment to be celebrated, to be honored, and to thank you for their accomplishments, visions, and ideas. I pray that in this room on today, that someone will be inspired, motivated to do something in a higher call. Father, as we've gathered here today, bless the meal that is before us. Turn this food into supernatural herbs of healing for restoration of our bodies. Revive, revitalize, empower, and refresh everyone under the sound of my voice. Bless each and every person. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you, Andre.
How about it for Pastor Nelson Uguzor from Church of the Anointing? All right, so get ready to enjoy. Lunch is to be served in just a moment. I hope you enjoy. Guy Black and myself were up all night cooking over a hot stove downstairs, so we hope y'all like what we cooked for you and stuff. It might be a little off, but that's why we had the brother pray just now. Enjoy. Welcome to the KJLH 2024 Proven Achievers. As we get set to get started, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to recognize someone in the room you've all heard of. He works very hard for our community. State Senator Steve Bradford's in the room, ladies and gentlemen, right there. State Senator Steve Bradford. Wave at the folks, Steve. Wave at the folks. That brother's trying to get reparations for everybody. A couple of notes I want to mention to you. If you're looking for the restrooms, they're outside in the lobby area. Restrooms out that way. Also, if you're posting, please use the hashtag KJLH Proven Achievers 2024. Hashtag KJLH, all right? Everybody feeling good? If you're feeling good, say, oh yeah. If you're looking good today and you know you're looking good out here in the marina, say, oh yeah. Y'all are looking good. We appreciate you guys being here with us today at KJLH. And once again, Senator Steve Bradford has some special accommodations for every honoree today. So we're proud to have that. And we thank State Senator Stephen Bradford one more time. How about a nice round of applause? And as we prepare for the program, we would like to thank you once again for listening to KJLH for 58 years and counting. KJLH has been in the LA community 58 years and we're still rolling. It's a legacy, of course, we're very proud of, and we thank each and every one of you, our sponsors and everyone for being a part of what we do, bringing you the best music, the soundtrack of your life. And today we continue the legacy with a very special musical guest who will get this celebration, of course, started off the right way. He's Grammy nominated, Warner Music, Jordan House recording artist, singer, songwriter, producer. We even go to the gym together. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Eric Benet. Eric Benet.
Okay, let's see what's happening. How y'all doing? Y'all feeling good? Y'all made some of my songs some hits. I'm so grateful. We got Ken Wilson in the house who made some of them songs hits too. I'm gonna do a couple of them for you today. And y'all ready? Yeah. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all remember this one? Yeah. I'm going back to the day we parted, and all the ways you were broken hearted. Take a trip every day in my mind. I see your face, I recall every word, playing back like a broken record. I remember every tear in my eye.
If I knew what I know,
I'd walk back in time.
I would right every wrong.
Girl, I would change every lie.
Then you'd be here right now,
Just like yesterday.
but you'd feel no more doubt.
When you hear me say, yeah, yeah,
You're the only one I want.
you're the only one.
You're the only one I need in my life.
Oh, baby.
You're the only one I love.
I love you, girl.
You're the only one I need in my life.
Oh, yeah. I see your face, I recall every word, playing back like a broken record. Oh, damn, it just don't compare. No, no, no.
Time will tell. Let's wait and see if the love we had was meant to be.
'Cause I know we got a future out there.
'Cause you're still my girl.
I don't care what they say.
Let's go back to our world.
Baby, don't you throw my love away.
'Cause I still believe
In the magic of love.
it's just a matter of time.
And it's a matter of trust, baby.
You're the only one I want. You're the only one I need in my life.
My life, girl.
You're the only one I love.
Only one, yeah.
You're the only one I need in my life.
Oh, yeah. Girl, it took some time to get real with myself. Love ain't easy sometimes, but when you find it, you stay together. Oh,
You're the only one I want. You're the only one I need in my life. You're the only one I want. You're the only one I need.
yeah. Nobody but you, girl, yeah. What's up? Oh, this mic's a little better. Was your? Oh, that's a little. Is that crispier? A little. He said, no, that thing janked up too. All right. We gonna work it out though. Hey, let me see if y'all remember this one. Remember when KJLH was blowing this up on Dre? Natural situation, I just see contemplation. Oh, for you.
them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie. It's the girls that make them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie. It's the girls that make them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie. Kiss the girls, yeah.
Faye said, she said. Georgie Porgy pudding pie. It's the girls that make them cry. Come on. What? Georgie Porgy pudding pie. It's the girls that make. Come on. It's not your situation. I just need contemplation over you. I hear you. I'm not so systematic. It's just that I'm not addict for your love. Oh yeah. I'm the only one that holds you. Never ever should have told you you're my only girl. Yeah. I'm not the only one that holds you. I never ever should have told you you're my only world. One more time, one more time. What's his name? What's his name? What? What he do? What?
It's the girls that make them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the girls that make them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie.
Thank you so much, y'all.
Make them cry. Georgie Porgy pudding pie.
KJLH,
Kiss the girls, yeah.
Proven Achievers, I appreciate you.
It's the girls that make
Should have had Light come up here and do her verse on this joint. Damn, why didn't we think of that shit? I'm sitting up here singing Georgie Porgy, looking at Light like, this was some bad planning right here on my part. But thank you so much, y'all. God bless.
Show some love for Eric Benet, everybody. Eric Benet. Eric Benet. Y'all like that? Some of the ladies that's next to their boo, they was smiling at Eric, and you know your girl was smiling at Eric, right, dog? You know that, right? All right. All right. Thank you guys for supporting KJLH for 58 years and going on. Is anybody in here been around since KJLH was born? Anybody? If you're in your 50s right now, make some noise. Where do you? If you're in your 60s, make some noise. Where do you? Okay. What about your 40s? 40s, make some noise. Some of y'all lying now. If you're in your 30s, the jailbait, make some noise. All right, there we go. Listen, a couple of our KJLH personalities that you hear every day are in the room. Ade Lamar from the Steve Harvey Morning Show is here. She'll be up here a little bit later. And ladies and gentlemen, somebody you hear every day on your drive home, she's got all the tea. You know who I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, Proven Achievers 2024, put your hands together for the one and only Tammy Mack. Tammy Mack.
Well, you can cha-cha-cha to this Mardi Gras. I'm the dopest female that you've heard thus far. And I do get better. The voice gets wetter. Nobody gets hurt as long as you let her do my thing with an 89 swing. The dopeness I write, I guarantee you. To the hip-hop maniac, the uptown brainiac, in full effect, MC Light is back. And better than before, as if it was possible. My competition, you'll find them in the hospital. Visiting time, I think, is on a Sunday. But notice, they only get one day to shine. The rest of the week is mine. And I blind you to the science that the others have yet to find. So come along as I lead you the right way. And clap your hands to these words I say. Come on, kid. Hey, 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 MC Light. Hey, 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 hey. Put your hands in the air for MC Light. As you can see, I'm a fan. I have auditioned to be the voice of the Grammys, the Emmys, and the BET Awards. And all of those jobs rightfully went to the legendary hip hop artist, actress, producer, and entrepreneur, MC Lyte. Not bad company to be in, right? But God never told me I would literally be in her company sooner than later. This is when I knew she was more than an artist and celebrity. This is when I knew she was a proven achiever. I had the pleasure of playing MC Lyte's sister in a show created, produced, and starring MC Lyte last year called Partners in Rhyme. Okay, we got some viewers, thank you. I have been a fan for decades, y'all, wanting her rap skills, wanting her hairstyle, wanting her smooth, slick swag. So when I met her, I was completely starstruck, right? But I had to play it cool, you know what I'm saying? I had to play it MC Lyte. I had to play it cool. I stuck to my lines. I stuck to the work, all the while hoping and praying I could someday be her friend after watching her lead a cast and crew effortlessly. So the thing about proven achievers is that the real proof is often silent. It's something that most won't see. Up late nights, hard-fought fights, and 1,001 do-overs. All while no one is watching. But someone is always watching. And I was on the set of Partners in Rhyme. I could not keep my eyes off Lyte, as she is affectionately called. So one day, while rehearsing, she heard a line in the script, y'all, that said, "You look like a dog." Lyte paused, looked up, and said, "What?" The actor said, "That's the line." She said, "That's in the script?" He said, "Yes." She said, "Oh no, we're not doing that. We're not calling nobody a dog." She said, "We can be funnier than that. So find something else to say." There are plenty of ways to be funny, and that ain't it. Then she proceeded back to the business at hand. Now, in my head, I knew that she had just challenged her writing staff to be better, to do better, and to stretch their talents. But in my heart, I knew she was saying, "Nah, son, that ain't how we representing black people on an all-black set with all-black cast and an all-black crew and all-black producers to a white world, and that damn show ain't how we representing ourselves as dogs." Her integrity that day has been etched in my brain, and I promise you, she never even knew that she made that big of a difference. Proven achievers often don't know because the proof is often silent. And as many mics that this sister has dropped, from the Grammys to BET to Light as a Rock, Eyes on This, and y'all better act like y'all know Lana Michelle Moore. She's an iconic, trailblazing rapper and DJ. Her groundbreaking music career spans 30 years. The hip-hop legend was the first female rapper ever to be nominated for a Grammy and has received honors and acknowledgments from BET, I Am Hip Hop, National Urban League, Black Music Collective. She recently received the Pioneers of Hip Hop honor from the Recording Industry Association of America, BET Her Hip Hop Legend Award, the Living Legend Awards from AARP, and the 2023 Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's Cultural Icon Award, presented by President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Lyte is the first rap artist to perform at Carnegie Hall. And she's the first female artist to earn a gold single, a true leader in the music industry. MC Lyte has performed at the Kennedy Center Honors and the White House for President Barack Obama. MC Lyte serves on the Kennedy Center's Hip Hop Cultural Council and in partnership with the center produces an annual event called I Am Woman to celebrate women in hip hop. She has several television and film projects, both scripted and unscripted, and she serves as the CEO of Sunny Girl Inc., a full-service entertainment management and production firm that provides executive leadership and customized celebrity artist support. Her voice work is also well known, don't I know it, and admired, representing dozens of Fortune 500 companies and serving as the voice of the BET Awards, the Emmys, the Grammys, Comcast, NFL Super Bowl's halftime show, Dell, NBA, Coca-Cola, and the NAACP Image Awards. As an author, motivational speaker, and philanthropist, MC Lyte has written books and speaks globally on many inspiring topics, from her vast knowledge of hip-hop, no doubt, and economic empowerment. I think that's important to know. Her nonprofit, Hip Hop Sisters Foundation, has presented over $1 million in scholarships. She ain't just a rapper, y'all. Now, MC Lyte said on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH that she didn't become the light until she started giving. And I say to you, that's not true. You became the light as soon as you start living, sis. Ladies and gentlemen, our KJLH proven achiever, MC Lyte.
Let's go.
I rock the party that rocks the body. You rock the party that rocks the body. I rock the party that rocks the body. You rock the party that rocks the body.
Good afternoon. How about Tammy? Tammy Mack is so damn cool. I never even knew you felt that way about me, sis. Thank you so much. I think that is probably one of the most impactful introductions for an award I have ever received. So thank you so much. Please. Thank you, Tammy Mack. Thank you, Karen Slade. Thank you, Andre Russell, who I've known forever and a day. Thank you, KJLH. Thank you, Chris Malone, Guy Black, for making the call to me. I think someone had reached out and didn't get a response as quickly as we would have liked for it to happen. And Guy Black was like, I know her. We're gonna get this done. Guy has known me since I was about 17, 18 years old when I first came. And you was old then, so now, I'm just saying. What a pleasure it is to be with you this afternoon. Thank you so much for recognizing all of the works. And you know, Tammy, that's research. And usually when someone does that much of an elaborate introduction, I'm wanting to stop them. Like, okay, is enough, is enough. But I wanted to hear what you had to say. It felt good. It felt like, wow, I've been working. I've been accomplishing things. And you're right, it does happen in silence. And oftentimes you work so hard that you really don't understand the impact that you're making on other people's lives. But that goes without saying. Anytime I have a microphone, I'd like to thank, you know, not only God for just helping me to see the vision and dropping it in and making sure that if I follow his guidance, he gets me exactly to where it is that I saw, which was the vision that he gave me. So I'm looped into the not only the name, but the power of Jesus. So let me just say that. Thank you to my mom, who took me to every exhibit, every museum, everything that was free in New York City, she took me to, including the beach. But I got an opportunity to see Broadway, and that is where I caught the bug for wanting to be on stage under the lights. And because in tandem, I went to an African school called Weusi Shule. I learned the power of words and of education and of history. And so it became my mission to somehow find a microphone somewhere where I could teach kids what it was that I knew and that drugs were no good. That was my first message, an anti-drug message, with the first song I ever put out called I Cram to Understand You, Sam. And with that, I taught my generation you don't need to be near drugs, take it, smell it, sniff it, be involved with someone who sold it. There was no way that you should put yourself in harm's way with drugs. And because my mother instilled in me that I could accomplish any and everything, she has really made it possible and sowed the seed of me to want to further my reach for success, but not at the sacrifice of being human. And not at the sacrifice for money, but more so being able to touch people and inspire them in a way that I would not have been able to other than hip hop. Andre sat here and asked me about, did I ever think that I would do these things with my voice? I once heard a woman named Carol Ford on New York radio years and years ago, and I said, I found there was a quality in my voice that was similar to hers, so I said, it can be used for something. And so I wound up enrolling to attend Norfolk State University to major in communications, and prior to that, I became MC Light. And my mother was like, I don't want you all the way down in Virginia with everything that's happening. I want you to be here in New York City. And before long, I was shifted off to Denmark, Copenhagen, where I actually performed for the first time in front of an all-white crowd in 1987. So yes, they've been listening to hip-hop for a very long time. But that is when I knew I had to follow this dream. And so all these many years later, when people ask me, did I think I'd do voiceover? Yes, I knew I would. Did I think I'd act? Yes, I wanted to be Tootie from The Facts of Life when I first saw her on those roller skates. Did I want to take photographs? Did I want to DJ? Did I want to do all of these things? And yes, we all do. We don't live in these four lines that create this box. We always want to blow it out and become our best selves, doing all of what it is that we know we can do, because we're so multifaceted when it comes to talents and inspiring one another. So thank you so, so much. With Hip Hop Sisters, we have been able to give over $1 million away in scholarships to young men and young women, furthering their education. And it's so crazy that, yes, it's so crazy that Tammy, you even know that I said, I think I stepped into the name of light when I started giving. You said, no, it was when you started living. And thank you so much, sis, for the reminder, because sometimes when you're not in a position to give, you feel as though you're not worthy or that you haven't done the absolute best that you can. But giving doesn't always mean you taking something out of my hand. It could be something that I say. It can be an energy that I give to let everyone know that everyone here matters, that we all have a job to do in someone else's life aside from just your own. And that it brings me great pleasure to be recognized by KJLH. Thank you to my, I can't say partner in rhyme because she don't rhyme, even though she tries to take the microphone every once in a while. I can't say partner in crime because everything we do is for the Lord. But Dr. Lynn Richardson, who is not only my sister, the COO of the business, but also the COO of my life, and my minister friend, and my confidant that is rooting for me every step of the way in this life that I'm living. I would be remiss if I didn't thank her for her guidance for this third quarter of my career. And so thank you all. You are so deeply appreciated. Thank you.
How about it for MC Light, ladies and gentlemen? MC Light. Wow, we appreciate the star power and the reach of KJLH. This brother came to support one of the honorees, but I got to shout him out now. Any Laker fans in the room? from the Showtime Lakers, big game, James Worthy back there, ladies and gentlemen. Stand up, James, my man. I know you came to support Mike. I know. Big game, James Worthy. Also, this other brother happened to be in the area doing a movie or something. So, guys, hold on to your ladies. He snuck into the room. Idris Elba's barber, Jerome Collins, is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, there he is back there. There he is back there. Idris Elba's, my man. Thank you for coming, Jerome. All right. If you're feeling good, say yeah. Coming to the stage right now, you hear this lady every morning. She's part of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. She's another crazy one from that show. Ladies and gentlemen, Ade Lamar. Ade Lamar.
Good afternoon, everyone. Dre is so wrong for that. How are you feeling? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We do not take it for granted that you are here. KJLH has been in the community for quite some time, but we could not do it without each and every one of you as listeners, as supporters, but most of all, you are family. So thank you. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being here with us today. When you work, you want to make money, right? This young lady is going to show you how to make your money work for you. You like that? I thought the money makers would. This is Andrea L. Collins, VP Financial Consultant for Charles Schwab. Please give her a big round of applause. If you don't know this young lady, you need to know her before you leave. She is a money maven. She knows wealth management. The good news is she doesn't keep it all to herself. So those of you big money makers in here, Anthony Smart, did I call you out? George Weaver. Who else is in here? I'm looking at the McBrides. All you big money folks, you need to know Miss Collins. She has more than a decade of specializing in personalized management for high net worth individuals, families, and foundations. She helps her clients to navigate through investment choices, timelines, income needs, and helps them navigate through the volatile market sometimes. Before you count yourself out and you think, oh, I don't make enough money. Well, her sound advice and wisdom are not just for the affluent. She has developed a straightforward process to achieve optimal results for all of her clients. Andrea is dedicated to community as well. She wants all of us to thrive in building generational wealth and legacy. Andrea teaches financial literacy through workshops at schools and organizations, and she knows the earlier you know about money, the better. Organizations have benefited from her knowledge with money. City National Rockdale, City National Bank, Morgan Stanley, and she sits on several boards of leadership as well as for financial advisors. She's a graduate of UC Berkeley and has a master's degree in theology. Yes. She's quite the busy lady, as you can imagine, but she still found time to fall in love. She is a newlywed. Oh, this amazing woman is married to our amazing brother, Ken Wilson. We are so happy to honor her today for the work that she does in our community to make sure that generational wealth is something that we can all attain. Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to honor our 2024 Proven Achiever, Andrea L. Collins. Thank you, Ade. I think we missed the part. There you are.
Thank you. What I give is a mere reflection only of what I've been given. And what an honor it is to be recognized by one of the most intentionally community-driven forces in Southern California that not only talks the talk literally, we listen every day, but walks the walk. You see and hear their voices in the community on a daily basis, and their presence is just as much intertwined into the fabric of my life as it is yours. I say that especially because I was born in Inglewood, California, at once was known as Daniel Freeman Memorial Hospital, in a city historically known as the City of Champions. James Worthy, you should know that. City of Champions, a city whose past was not exempt from segregation, but has borne witness to the revolutionary leadership and has become a place where my sister and I were fortunate and able to test out our own inherent entrepreneurial spirit and open the first yoga studio in Inglewood over 10 years ago. Also supported by KJLH, frequented by the lovely Karen Slade, and we thank you for that support. A place also where I was able to become a first-time homeowner. And although I was born in Inglewood, I was raised about 10 minutes outside of Inglewood in South LA by a single mother, my mother who's here today, Stephanie Stamps. She raised 4 children, myself being the eldest, at a time when the LA riots, the beating of Rodney King, and the murder of young teens like Latasha Harlins were events that shaped our thoughts. When the DARE program was as much of an extracurricular activity as sports programs, the parks, and drill team were. And yet all 4 of us, in some form or fashion, have grown in professions that not only serve our community in the education field, but in healthcare. And I say all that to say that, Mother, you did a good job. And when I think back to where I first became aware of community, it started very early on for me and was pretty much a combination, like most of us, of church, family, neighborhood. I grew up in the AME church, and I watched my mother and other women dedicate not only their life, but their time and energy to serving with women's missionary societies, feeding the homeless, providing for children whose parents were incarcerated, and just all around volunteerism with women's shelters. And it was also there that I was first exposed to women not only that were vanguards in education, but in politics and in corporate America. And not surprisingly, they were all women of my beloved sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. This exposure crossed over into school when at every stage of my education, I can name educators and administrators that were about the business of making an impact. Women like Carolyn Wilder, who's still a vanguard and pillar in the community, Hattie Brookins, Mary Ann Dupree, Barbara Thomas of LaSalle Avenue Elementary School, Brenda Wright of Audubon Middle School, women like Marilyn Wilson, my lovely mentor who's here today. I'm naming names today because it's the first day of Women's History Month, and all of these people, these women deserve their flowers. I would not be here if it were not for them. So yes, today I'm actually naming names. Marilyn Wilson was one of my first mentors who devoted their time to me and countless other Los Angeles area youth through organizations like Top Teens of America and the NAACP Youth Council, where we were taught how to organize, how to conduct meetings, how to lead organizations professionally, and that volunteerism was more about than just checking a box or for a round of applause, that it was about raising your hand, stepping up with a sense of pride in helping your community thrive. And because we were the conscious benefactors of their devotion, we in turn felt the responsibility and urgency to do the same for our community. Bringing it closer to home and the sense of community, my grandparents were graduates of the Los Angeles Community College System, LACC. And my grandmother, Virginia Stamps, went on to serve students at El Camino Community College for nearly 3 decades. That was my first close exposure to witnessing the fruits of your labor being returned to you, because over the course of her career, students would always find their way back to her, wanting to share where they landed in life. They would come to her office looking for Miss Stamps just to share the fruits of her labor. And it was because of that intentionality and the way that they sought her out that I sought a career that would allow me to have the same opportunity to minister in the same way that my grandmother did. As a financial consultant, I have the privilege of what I like to call doing life with my clients. Every day I get to show up and be present for the good, the bad, the ugly, and in between, because advising on wealth, money, finances is personal. I'm thankful that a huge part of my success has been supported by vanguards like Karen A. Clark. Yes, I'm naming names. Another one of my greatest mentors, Robin Billups, the likes of Zita Danielle, Donise Wilson, and of course, my Schwab family. You may or may not know that the foundation of Charles Schwab was actually built on serving the underserved and overlooked atypical investor. And over the last 40 years has made such an impact in breaking down barriers to investing that Schwab has not only become the second largest brokerage firm and ranked #1 trusted bank in 2023 by Investors Business Daily. And at Schwab, luckily, I have the freedom to serve my community with allies like Irvin Ashford, who's also here today, head of fair and responsible banking for Schwab. Leaders like J.J. Johnson of the Torrance branch, who agree that empowering our clients is our duty. And so for that, I'd like to say thank you, KJLH, for this recognition. A very special thank you to my husband, who is just as much invested in community and equitable outcomes as I am. It's so important to have a partner that is in alignment with your purpose. Our children, who are some of the greatest inspirations and are naturally family, friends, clients, colleagues, community partners, all of you are here today. While it's important and wonderful to be honored, I can't help but to say from where I stand, all I truly see is a room full of opportunity multiplied by about 200 or 240-fold. And putting my investment hat on, I can't help but to think about how interest compounds from investments and what that means for our surrounding communities. Realistically, when you think about compound interest and what multiplies or what the results are from that when you're investing into something, the same principle applies to the investment of time and energy within our communities. As community investment grows, the benefits accumulate more rapidly and builds at an exceptional pace. The potential and the effect on our community, on your community, could be very dramatic. And with that being said, let's just keep doing the work.
How about if Andrea Collins, ladies and gentlemen? Andrea Collins. Andrea Collins. And she didn't really specify. She's also a newlywed, ladies and gentlemen. Just got married a couple of months ago. There's she and her husband right there. Andrea Collins. Everybody feeling good? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage to present the next honoree. She's on the radio every day from 3 to 7 p.m. on KJLH. She's got all the tea, and she does a pretty good MC Light impersonation. I think you'll agree. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Tammy Mack. Tammy Mack.
I'd like to wake us up just a little bit, because sometimes when y'all start eating, y'all start slumping in your seats. Well, we're moving on up to the east side. Yeah, see, y'all sleep. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, let's try it one more time then. Well, we're moving on up to the east side. To a deluxe apartment, yes, in the sky. Oh, y'all sound good. Moving on up to the east side. Okay. We finally, white people, piece of the pie. That was #1 in both black and white homes. I know you know it. I know you know it. The Los Angeles Urban League is all about moving black people on up. And recently, this proven achiever has moved on up to president and CEO at the Los Angeles Urban League. Her Her tenure is marked by groundbreaking achievements. She's the organization's first female chief operating officer, and notably the first woman in more than 90 years to lead as president and CEO. Her leadership is instrumental at the Los Angeles Urban League as it enters its second century, continuing its mission to serve Los Angeles's underserved communities and move them on up. With over 25 years of experience in nonprofit management, government, philanthropy, community, and corporate engagement, Cynthia Mitchell Hurd has been an intricate partner in the field as a nationally acclaimed social impact strategist, coalition builder, and philanthropic change agent. She served as the Vice President of Business Development for the YWCA of Greater Los Angeles. During her tenure, she developed partnerships to fund state-of-the-art program services and operations throughout Los Angeles County. Her efforts assisted with promotion of economic stability through social services, including workforce development and community engagement to improve our most vulnerable at-risk communities. More importantly, increasing the visibility, sustainability, advocacy, both legislatively, through public-private partnerships, and stakeholders. In 2020, Cynthia Mitchell Hurd masterfully worked diligently to secure the call to action, securing a record-breaking funding in response to extraordinary economic, healthcare, housing, educational, and food insecurity demands precipitated by the COVID-19 pandemic. She's helped to build and secure funding for acclaimed collaborative initiatives, educational partnerships, and innovative programs, also focusing on at-risk and foster youth throughout Los Angeles, as well as in women and children, health and educational policy, and programs in Belize, the Bahamas, and Bermuda. She has worked across party lines. That's when you can work across party lines today, honey, don't play. Do not play. Using legislative advocacy to focus on new avenues to break down the barriers of injustice that surround at-risk youth and families in poverty. Cynthia has worked in various senior executive roles with Children United Nations, Weingart Center, and the City of Long Beach. And as a strong leader, Cynthia has provided guidance to our local and national political leaders and corporate executives to focus and design fundamental concepts and strategies that focus on changes for communities, children, and families who live in disadvantaged neighborhoods throughout the country. Cynthia received her Bachelor of Art in Psychology from the University of Southern California and went on to pursue her master's degree from HU, Howard University. She continues to work diligently to facilitate social and economic changes within at-risk communities throughout Los Angeles County and all across America. In 2018, she joined the New Strategies Global Social Enterprise Initiative team, and she currently serves as a board member of the California League of Women Voters, International Black Women's Public Policy Institute, University of Southern California Black Alumni Association, and the KISS Foundation Sickle Cell. We can get on up and thank our next proven achiever for helping the Black community move on up. Give it up for Cynthia Mitchell Hurd.
Well, good afternoon. I like that theme song. I wanted to hear the second verse. Do you all know that second verse? Okay, I was grooving back there. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so very much. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure for me to receive the 2024 KJLH Proven Achievers Award. I thank the legendary American icon Stevie Wonder, Karen Slade, Michael Mann, my family. Where is Michael? He has left. There he is. Thank you, Michael Mann. And also Ron Turner for presenting me this award today. And to my fellow honorees, wow, it's pretty impressive sharing this stage with each and every one of you. MC, oh, I think she's gone, but boy, I was quite impressed by the work that MC Hammer, oops, MC Light. You all are wonderful examples of the benefit of our community and the receiving that we do throughout our partnerships. I would be remiss if I did not thank my village. One at Table 1, my friends and family, and also Heather Hutt at Table 9, and also Anita and Rodney. Thank you all for coming out. But also, it's important to note that you don't get to this work alone. It is with the support of Los Angeles Urban League staff. Many of you know that over the last many years, we have struggled a little bit, and we have moved forward. And today you will see the new Los Angeles Urban League. And I, as the first woman president, am so delighted to lead this organization into success. I am so proud to be a leader. And over several decades, I wanted to say that KJLH's voice and the Los Angeles Urban League have partnered together in advocacy to move the needle throughout our marginalized communities. And that's so very, very important. And I'm grateful for the trust that has been placed in me as the woman, the first woman in over 90 years to take the torch of this organization. So for all the ladies in the audience, what are we getting ready to do? We're getting ready to make it happen. You know, there's a little story that I always remember. And you get to these positions, well, it takes a minute, right? But it was the story and the legacy of my mother and my father. My father, Dr. A.C. Mitchell, started off at 73rd and Western. My mother, a housewife. And what they always instilled in me was to get up every day, to do your best, and to shoot for absolutely everything in this world that you could accomplish. And with that, today I stand here and realize that my mother and father gave me a base of tenacity, a base of stewardship, and a base of really understanding what it's like to stand by impoverished communities, that we must earn our right to service those that do not have. It's really very, very, very important. And so I have always moved forward with taking a breath and realizing that not only am I blessed, but I have a responsibility to those within the Los Angeles community and across this country. So it is a reminder that the journey to achievement is paved with both struggle and celebration. It's about pushing beyond doubt and using our voices to challenge not only ourselves, but to challenge yourself and to push yourself harder. And every day that we get up, we have to do better. We have to do more. And it's hard, but we have to keep going. May this award serve as inspiration to you all, reminding us each that we all have potential to achieve the extraordinary and to leave our mark on this world. We have experienced a lot of travesty over the last few years. We experienced COVID, we got up, we survived. But we have to look within ourselves to figure out what our commitment is to our communities and what the commitment is to the marginalized, the underserved. If we don't help each other, who will? If we don't stand up and be the voice for the voiceless instead of pointing our fingers or placing our heart and saying, oh my goodness, that's too bad, we've got to do better. And today, thank you to each and every community partner here, corporations, sponsor, to the wait staff, to whomever's in this room. We can do this, you all. We have children, we have a legacy, and we must stand up for them. We can do this. Thank you so very much.
All right, keep it going. Cynthia Mitchell-Head, president of the Los Angeles Urban League. All right. I told you a lot of people. MC Hammer is actually back there somewhere. He's with Idris Elba's people back there. Ladies and gentlemen, the next person I'm bringing to the stage is the Director of Social Justice and Football Development for the Los Angeles Rams. I'm talking about Jonathan Franklin. Jonathan represents South Central LA, graduated from Dorsey. Any Dons in the building? Dorsey Dons. And from UCLA, any Bruins in the building? I met this brother at a middle school, La Tierra Middle School, at a career day once, and he left a lasting impact on me. He was just such a good brother, and we exchanged information. Now, Jonathan was a great running back and played professionally with the Green Bay Packers. Of course, he was a great back at Dorsey and at UCLA. He could have been the next Walter Payton or Barry Sanders, but it was an injury that ended his career prematurely. But he rose above that and pushed forward. And this brother is a perfect example that dreams do come true. Above all, he says his greatest accomplishment is accepting Jesus Christ as his personal Savior. Whose house is this? Ram's house? But today it's Jonathan Franklin's house. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the KJLH 2024 Proven Achiever, Jonathan Franklin from the LA Rams. And also on behalf of State Senator Stephen Bradford, a certificate of recognition presented to Jonathan Franklin in recognition of your outstanding leadership and contributions to empowering and creating a positive impact in our community. Your efforts are making a difference today and changing the face of tomorrow. Best wishes in all of your future endeavors. 2024 KJLH Proven Achievers Luncheon. Congratulations, Stephen Bradford, California State Senate, District 35.
Wow. I love the music, by the way. Well, good afternoon. I want to say thank you so much to the KJLH family for allowing me to be a proven achiever, and what an honor it is to be amongst the stage with so many incredible honorees. As Andre said, I'm a Dorsey Don alumni, and I am. Yeah, we can clap that up. I love it. Sorry for any Cougars in the building. But I'm an absolutely product of this community, and I'm so grateful for my family that's here today and just the strong village that they've been throughout my life. You know, football was a exciting, not just sport, but it opened so many pathways for me. I was able to move on to go to UCLA, was blessed to break 4 records there and be drafted by the Green Bay Packers, and I thought I was going to play in the NFL for years to come. But my first season, I suffered an injury that forced me to medically retire as I was left paralyzed on the field just 12 games in. And there were so many moments where I was tempted to give up hope, to give up life, to give up hope, to give up just the confidence that I have. We could just give a pause for that one, I guess. That's that music sometimes. Let's get going because we got to get out of here, right? Yeah, no worries. But that injury, being left paralyzed on the field and football, for me, it gave me an opportunity to one, leave the community, inspire so many people that look like me. But when the game was taken away, I knew that I had to keep going. I had to find ways to inspire those individuals that know that pathways for success exist for them. And now, as I'm going on my 9th season with the Los Angeles Rams, I was sitting down this past week with a civil rights activist, John Wooden, and he was talking about just the sacrifices that he made and Dr. King when it came from the aspect of equality. And I realize now with the Rams that they have sacrificed so much fighting for equality, but there's a fight that's necessary for me to take upon, and that's the fight for equity. You know, so many moments in the community growing up in Dorsey High School, I didn't know that success was possible for me. And so many young men and women that look like me, they don't believe that either. And when you think about equity, equity is all about access and opportunity. And the reality is there are so many people throughout this world that is born with different advantages and disadvantages. So the need to reach that access and opportunity for success is different for everyone. And I'm so grateful in the position that I have to find and meet the needs of the community members so everyone can have an opportunity to reach access and opportunity to be as successful as they can. So it's an incredible honor for me to be here, but also the goal to fight for equity so we can have so many achievers coming out of the Los Angeles community. So thank you all, and go Rams. Appreciate you.
Jonathan Franklin from the LA Rams, everybody. Jonathan Franklin. Here comes a Day Lamar.
Thank you. Are you enjoying yourselves so far? Some pretty incredible people, right? Next we have Dr. Thomas A. Parham, President of Cal State Dominguez Hills. How many of you here know Dr. P? By a round of applause. Okay. So when they came to me, they said, okay, you have to describe him. I said, okay, let's see, a quiet man with very few words. Not at all, right? Give a big round of applause for this giant in education. He is on fire for education and higher education, and not just for his students there at Cal State Dominguez Hills. He has been so for quite some time. He's been preparing himself to be a valuable resource to those who are blessed to be in his company. To say he is a wealth of information, that's an understatement. He is a licensed psychologist. For the past 40 years, he's been a scholar and a practitioner. He's focused on counseling and health services, doing extensive research on identity development, African psychology, and multicultural counseling. He served as Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs at the University of California, Irvine. He's been Counseling Center Director at UCI and had an appointment at the University of Pennsylvania in Philly. He's written numerous articles and books. The list could go on and on and on. The honors and awards could do so as well. He is all about achieving, and he expects his students to do so as well. He's at the helm of this university, and he's made himself accessible to his students. He not only tells them he cares about them, he shows them. Dr. P is an active social advocate, community upliftment. He does this with ease. He empowers young people from all backgrounds to show their best selves. He shows up for our youth, helping them with coping skills, effective communication development, managing people and relationships, along with team building. And despite this heavy calendar that he has, he still makes time for his family and friends at this table here, many of them. Yes. My hope for you today is that if you have not had a chance to meet Dr. P, that you have an exchange with this gentleman, and I hope that happens for you. I hope that you're able to hear him speak and share his knowledge and his wisdom, to hear him rally the troops, and to inspire you to your own greatness. Or perhaps just pull you aside one day and say, hey, what's going on with you? I can tell something is going on, and just give you some encouraging words. That's our Dr. P. So when they told me that he would not be here today, I was so disappointed, not just for myself, but for you guys, because I really wanted you to be able to hear him. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Parham.
Hello and good day. Let me begin my remarks by saying thank you to the KJLH family for this important and consequential recognition. You know, my adolescence and young adulthood was nurtured in kindness, joy, love, and happiness. And the musical stylings and the community engagement by this radio station that so many of us became accustomed to. And I'm humbled and flattered and honored to be selected for this recognition, a proven achiever, along with the other proven achievers being celebrated today and in the past years. I salute all of them as well. You know, being labeled a proven achiever suggests to me that there's a threshold of potential activity, a measurement or analysis of those endeavors, and a track record for completion with a standard of excellence and proficiency that is assigned to a person's body of work. If that is the case, and I'm humbled that you believe that the initiatives and endeavors I commit my life to are consequential in their outcomes and worthy of praise, I'm flattered. You know, engaging my work as an academician and a clinician, a scholar, a consultant, an administrator, now university president here at California State University, Dominguez Hills, and nationally over the past 42 years, has really been a labor of love. Indeed, there is no greater blessing in life next to being a parent than being entrusted with the personal and intellectual growth and development of people. And so whether those intellectually curious minds and hearts have been in the Ivy League at the University of Pennsylvania, where I was a faculty member at the University of California, Irvine, where I served as an administrator and faculty in the 100 Black Men chapters and national body, or maybe affiliated with another school, organization, or campus I had occasion to visit and speak at, or my latest stop here at your California State University, Dominguez Hills. My fondest wish is that my presence in the lives of those students and organizations and the intervention into their affairs has made a difference. So in honoring me, you honor the California State University system, the largest system of public higher education in all of America. We take a backseat to nobody in that. And you honor the Dominguez Hills campus in particular, whose academic and co-curricular interventions directed at some 15,000 plus diverse students help to nurture their educational and occupational dreams and aspirations of those young and mature students alike. Indeed, at CSUDH, we are transforming lives that transform America. And so in closing, I'm reminded of the great Barbara Jordan, the famed attorney, law professor, and congresswoman, who was fond of saying that it is a privilege to serve and a privilege that must be earned. And once earned, it is our obligation to do something good with it. I hope that you all know that in recognizing me, you honor the best in us all, whose achievements are defined in the shadow of Dr. King and Brother Malcolm, not by the titles we hold, the positions we acquire, or the wealth we possess, but by the depth of our love, the amount of our giving, and the quality of our service towards other members of the human family that comprise the broader Southern California and Los Angeles communities. Thank you, KJLH, for this important recognition. I appreciate it, and I'm grateful. God bless.
Ladies and gentlemen, may Dr. P's words never be few, and there always be many to inspire. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2024 Proven Achiever, Dr. Thomas A. Parham, and here to accept on his behalf, his beautiful, lovely wife, Lady Parham DeVita.
Very beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so very much, Ade. So you had the opportunity to hear directly from Thomas, my love, my partner in life, who is really very sad disappointed that he's not able to be here today. But he's in the South Pacific performing another responsibility that landed on his calendar a year and a half ago. So for that reason, he cannot be with us today. But he wants to say, as he has said there, bring greetings to us all, and hopes that we have had a soulful and inspiring luncheon. Clearly, the people who have been honored today have been very, very inspiring. So on the video, you heard his words, and I just want to add that his gratitude, his sense of appreciation really emanate from the values, the character, the upbringing, the teaching of his mother, Sadie Parham, who was a strong, loving mother and woman of God who taught him and his 4 siblings to be excellent in everything that they do, to be humble, to hold on to their faith, practice their faith, and to be grateful and children of God. Throughout his life, he's always acknowledged his many blessings and others, the many others who have helped him and guided him on his way. A large family, some special teachers, a good education, of course, mentors, and of course, his faith and spiritual convictions, all of which contributed to his achievements and into shaping him into being the loving, supportive husband, father, family man, academic, social justice warrior, and community leader that he is today. It is especially pleasing to me that we were able to have our family, a good number of our family, his siblings, Dr. William Parham, Gerald Parham, and my sister-in-law, Sabrina, to be here today to help us celebrate. It wouldn't be a celebration without family. And we have our Dominguez Hills, or at least part of our Dominguez Hills family here today. And lastly, but not least, we also have our youngest daughter, Kenya Parham, who is a leader and influencer in her own right, who has followed in her dad's footsteps in many ways, and she has not finished yet. So he's been blessed, and he's been blessed to receive recognition for his achievements and his service in the various roles. But he takes none of it for granted, and what has always been most meaningful for him is when he has received this appreciation, this acknowledgement, this respect from his and our community. And that is the case today with this recognition from KJLH. Many of you know Thomas as he was described by Ajay and by his video. He's an educator, an academic, et cetera, and you may have heard him give a speech or make remarks at a lecture or an event. And in those settings, he may have sounded like an academic, like a professor, and maybe even like a minister. However, some of you may not know that, Thomas has another persona, and that is he is and has been for many decades an avid fan of old school music, old school R&B. Being raised in Los Angeles, he and his siblings and his other members of his family grew up on a very heavy dose of kindness, joy, love, and happiness during their adolescence, college, and graduate school years. So they were listening and dancing to the sounds of KJLH, which sustained him through those times. And when we met and relocated to California from the East Coast, namely New Jersey and Philadelphia, almost 39 years ago, to help me adjust from the loss of my former R&B station, which was WDAS, the Philly sound. Thomas introduced me very quickly to KJLH, the station that had and continues to have the pulse of our community here in Los Angeles and Southern California. And it clearly and very quickly filled a void that I had, and I became a fan very quickly. So we are very grateful to KJLH for a strategic partnership that we have and have had since Thomas became president at Dominguez Hills, which is about 6 years now. And we are so happy and gleeful for this support of him and his leadership. More specifically, Thomas and I and our entire family thank KJLH, Karen Slade, Ron Turner, and Mr. Stevie Wonder, and all other members of the family of KJLH for this award and for recognizing Dr. Parham, Dr. P. Thomas in this way. Thank you.
All right, how about it for the Parhams, ladies and gentlemen? Dr. Thomas Parham, his wife, Davida. The Parham brothers in the house. Of course, my dear friend, Dr. William Parham from Loyola Marymount, and he works for the NBA, does a lot of great work, and the other Parham brothers and family and everybody. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this next person coming to the stage is a producer from Spectrum. He's a 5-time Emmy Award-winning television producer. I said 5 times. He's also a Golden Mike winner. And Kenya Burris, the producer of the hit series Blackish, is one of his inspirations. And it shows because of the work that he does. Tammy, this brother has some tea that you might need to subscribe to. He's the senior producer of the show Backstage Lakers. Now, if you guys haven't seen Backstage Lakers, this show follows the Lakers everywhere, all right? On their game day journeys, he's in the locker room with cameras, the hotel, the plane. He could tell you what LeBron James had for breakfast this morning, I guarantee you. He got all the tea, Tammy. Also, he produces Backstage Galaxy, Lakers Top 10. He's worked with Fox, NBC, BET, and he's an all-American guy. This brother feeds the homeless on Thursdays, if it's not a Laker game, I might add. But he's been married for over 30 years. He has 3 sons. And when you see him, you're going to think that something's wrong with me that I can't read. This brother has grandkids, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Presenting the KJLH 2024 Proven Achiever, here comes my man. James, we ready? Michael Koger! Michael Koger! Big game James Worthy, ladies and gentlemen. And Michael Koger!
I still can't believe you got me up here. You know, one of the things that I looked at all the recipients here tonight, and I struggle with this because I'm thinking to myself, why me? I'm just a TV producer, and I brought my wife up here today because she's my emotional support human. And also because Eric Benet was like one table away, and we're not having that.
Don't leave your lady around Eric Benet or Usher. That's not happening. But no, seriously. My bio says that I've won a few Emmys. I produce a lot of reality shows, and I spent the last 10 seasons embedded with the Lakers. So how can, a TV producer just be a proven achiever? So I really thought about it, and for me, being a proven achiever is not just about the accolades or the awards I receive, but because of the journey that led me here. It's a journey marked by dedication, perseverance, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Achievement is not just about reaching a goal, it's about the process of getting there. It's about setting high standards for yourself and pushing yourself beyond the limits to achieve them. It's about facing challenges head on, learning from failures, and never giving up. As a proven achiever, I've learned that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey. It's about constantly striving for improvement, setting new goals, and pushing boundaries of what is important. But being a proven achiever is not just about personal success. It's also about inspiring others to reach full potential. It's about being a role model and a mentor, sharing your knowledge and experiences to help others succeed. Because I wouldn't be here today without a program called Yes to Jobs. And Jaleesa, there she is. Jaleesa Hazard and James, stand up. Because this is also a marketing opportunity. I'm gonna go off script for a minute. There's a program called Yes to Jobs. And Yes to Jobs helps mentor young people, kids, and college kids to be involved and be exposed to businesses. So James, work the room. There's some corporations here. I need you to get some stuff going. But it's without black men also, because when I was 17 years old is when I got my first internship through Yes to Jobs at KJLH, and my girlfriend at the time. We graduated high school on a Wednesday, and she dropped me off at work on a Monday because I didn't have a car, and I wasn't about to take the rough, tough, and dirty. If you grew up in the 80s, you know what the rough, tough, and dirty is. Okay. But these one group of black men, they pulled me to the side, and they said, young fella, you need to say those cross colors for the weekend. That's not how we dress at work. So that's what mentorship is all about. So I stand here today proud to be a proven achiever, but also know that my journey is far from over. At this point, when I'm telling the stories, it's not always about the Lakers. I think the first story I told was during the pandemic when there was no sports. And I told a story about the young lady, I don't know if you guys remember this, but during the pandemic, there was a black lady who was doing sign language for the mayor. And they came to me at the network and said, we need you to go start doing news stories. And I'm like, I'm not a news story, I do sports. And my executive producer over here said, you need to go tell her story. Nobody gonna tell her story like you could tell her story. She black, you black, tell her story. And I did. And from that point on, every other outlet started picking up her story about being a sign language. So that's a good thing. I even told a story about my guy Jonathan over here. So that's been my thing now is, in the off season, trying to still tell stories about, people of color, things that matter to me. So, I stand here today, I'm proud to be a proven achiever, but I also know that my journey is far from over. There are still challenges to overcome, goals to achieve, and new heights to reach. I'm excited to continue this journey, to keep pushing myself and inspiring others to do the same that this kid from Watts was able to prove and achieve. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Keep it going for Michael Koger, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Koger and his lovely boo. Here come the bride. She's wearing them red bottoms too. Them ain't no church shoes, I know that. You know? Them ain't the kind you wear to church. That's the night before church shoes right there. Them Saturday night shoes. Thank you all for being here today for our 2024 Proven Achievers with KJLH. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting us and listening to us. You can hear us anywhere in the world, and you can tell your friends around the country. All you have to do is download the free KJLH mobile app. You can hear us anywhere in the world and take us with you everywhere you go, all right? On behalf of our Vice President and General Manager, Karen Slade, Tammy Mack, Ade Lamar, Guy Black, our Program Director, Chris Malone, my name is Andre Russell. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. It's KJLH 102.3 Radio Free 2024 Proven Achievers.